All the way right. Get ready for America's #1 funny man. Funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up, party people? It's your boy RP. Excuse me. That was nasty. Welcome to the show. It is going down the way it always is. Thank you guys for lining up and being ready to rock and roll. Latrice, ain't seen you in a couple of days. Sarah Davis, thank you for being first out to shoot. Mad love, mad respect. Wow. I feel like my man ain't been on here in a minute as a co-host. It is an absolute pleasure to have him in the building today. We're gonna get in. We got a lot of stuff to discuss. I cannot wait to get this going on. Spanky Hayes is in the building. He was on my my Instagram a little earlier. Taki Bates is in the building. What's up, Miss Bates? We got a lot of stuff to discuss. Hot topics is crazy. The questions of the day is gonna be crazy today. David Gayton is in the building. Uncle Dave. People think I be making up these characters I be talking about. I don't. Hey, no. Hey, sis, I know you grinding out there. Thank you for continuing to support the show. Mad love, mad respect. My name is Rodney Perry. Incredible night. Last night, I play fantasy football. Anybody that don't know about fantasy football is you accumulate points with a series of players that you pick based on their real life stats. I've been getting my ass whooped at fantasy football for years, but not no more. Finally got the right combination of players. When I tell you this is my season, I won the week, which means I get $100 back of the money I put in. That's what it's all about. Give me my money, punks. Rodney Perry is in the building. Candace Latoya, how you doing today? Hope you are well. You muted. I got to get me a Bears hat, man.
I got all the hats. I got all the Chicago gear.
You got the Cubs joint. I don't see you on the South Side, though. You don't be claiming them socks.
I mean, I fuck with the Sox, but this is my home team right here. Cubbies.
Now, do you know my mother was a huge Cubs fan?
You know why?
Why?
Because Daddy is a huge Cubs fan.
No, she was a Cubs fan way before that.
You think so?
I know for a fact when I was a little boy, and she would watch Harry Carey. Back, hey! She used to love the Cubs.
Yeah, the Cubs.
I'm more of a White Sox fan myself. I'm all South Side.
I'm a South Side Sox fan, but the Cubs just it's a different vibe. You been to Wrigley?
I've seen some black people get their ass whooped at Wrigley.
You need to go to Wrigley.
I've seen some black people get beat up at Wrigley.
I've seen some black people get beat up on the South Side too.
True enough. You're absolutely right. I can't even argue the point. That's the sad part. Yo, but always a pleasure. Thank you for helping me with the show. I really appreciate it. Thank you for producing the show. Let's see. Oh, you know what you can help me with today?
What?
I'm gonna talk about Marquez Houston in a little while.
That's one of the boys too, right? The
One of
Dancing Boys?
the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got married.
What?
He got some wedding pictures. I think they're on the Shade Room. But it may be rolling out.
Okay. I'll
It
take a look.
may be rolling out. And
B2K.
Carl Anthony Towns.
B2K?
I don't know. He one of them. It don't matter. Don't search that. Just search either
Marcus.
one of them. Yeah, one of them groups. You will see it.
Okay.
And also Carl Anthony Towns. We're gonna talk about him in a little while. Get this. What would be the ideal gift for your 25th birthday? You turning 25. You married to an NBA player.
Oh.
Money is no object.
A house. A house?
A house? No.
No.
No, not a house. I'm gonna give you one more guess.
A car?
No. We already got a car.
Jewelry. Some kind of
No. Carl Anthony Towns, and I gotta get my co-host in here for this because this is crazy. Because I'm married and I'm real big on doing stuff that you can at least do a little better the following year.
Oh, they went too far.
Becky Hayes says a dildo. No.
A purse. Okay, see, I think we're thinking too traditional.
No. Y'all poor. Okay? You're poor. Welcome to the show. My co-host for the day. He looked like he'd been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I know he was up at 3 because when I glanced at the internet, he was on with 5 people in the middle of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, my homie, I slept on this man's couch in New York City. Welcome to the show, Mr. J.P. Justice Laughs. What's up, JP?
An island. That's what he got up.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not poor. That's not a poor gift.
Some indigenous people.
Some humans. That's always a good gift.
Good morning, JP.
What's going on?
It's always big to give people.
I got to say something real quick. A little moment of clarity.
Give me some clarity.
When you introduced Candace to me for the very first time, you said that was my sister. And then just now I seen y'all go back and forth. And then you said my mother. And I was like, wait a minute, that would be her mother. And then she said, no, daddy was. And then I said, their daddy connected.
The daddy connect.
There you go. Because threw me off for a minute. I was damn sure sitting over here like, wait a minute.
We the quintessential black family.
Yes, sir. I got plenty of those steps.
All right. JP Justice is in the building. I owe this guy a visit to his show.
Shout out to my man Spanky Hayes too. I see you, Spanky.
You see Spanky in the building?
I love when Spanky come around, bro. His energy is like we was 20 years old.
Spanky got one of my favorite jokes. He had a joke about the cheeseburgers at McDonald's, and he said the day before the cheeseburger come out was Cheeseburger Eve. Incredible. Hold on, Dave. You can't shout out everybody until you see my next guest. I owe you a visit to your show. I cannot wait to come on because they really do talk like that. Welcome to the show, Mr. Steve Brown. Steve!
What up, man? What's going on with you?
Omega Sapphire in the building.
Hey, Candace.
Good morning.
Hey,
Good
I
Candace.
said this the other day, Steve. I know you didn't hear me, but I want you to hear me say it.
Hold on. Steve, do it again. Say it again. Say hello to Candace.
Hey, Candace.
Oh, God.
Hey, Steve.
Steve Brown.
What's up, man?
I got a lot of Omega Sci-Fi friends.
Do you?
I do. And I love them all.
Okay.
You make me want to be a Q. The way you carry yourself, the way you... And Steve Brown is what, 85, 90?
Almost.
See, Steve Brown still get a foot. Like Steve Brown hop like the little young Qs. Steve Brown be motherfucking. I got pictures, Steve, of you 6 feet in the air.
Hopping.
Getting it. and I know you ain't no young man, but you take care of yourself. You stay in that gym. I seen Steve Brown squatting. Nigga, this nigga gets so low. Let me tell you something, Steve Brown. I got a membership to the gym.
Right.
The first day, I'm squatting, nigga, 185. Almost went to the emergency room.
Hey man, what you don't know is when I get home, I go to the emergency room. I gonna go. I gonna go. I think the latest. I think the last weight I squatted was 405. And
dude, I saw it. You posted it.
the
bar was bent. They was helping you. I was like, Steve. Steve.
Hey, but you know
your ass gonna explode. Your ass gonna explode, Steve. You gonna go down.
I lost a nut. So yeah, I only got one, so that means I can have.
See, did it just roll out? Did it just, what?
It rolled down my pants leg.
Hey, at this age, we don't need them no more anyway. Throw them away.
I don't need them no more. I don't need them.
Come on, you got the kids. Anyway,
I got them. Yeah.
My co-host in the building, Steve Brown, JP Justice. Let's get it going. Karl Anthony Towns, NBA player. His girl calls him Cat, K-A-T.
Mm-hmm.
He gifted his girl 2 fully funded businesses.
Oh, wow.
He is feeding into her dreams. What do you get next year?
Employees.
A partridge in a pear tree.
Some employees that won't steal from the register.
Dude, I now this is all you gotta hope now. If you buy your girl 2 businesses, you put the ball in her court. She has no choice but to make those businesses successful.
Well, remember this. It takes a year for a business to technically be successful. And then what type of businesses are they?
I don't know. Candy, can you see some of the pictures? The girl is gorgeous.
You know who that is? That's the girl that was supposedly with Khloe Kardashian, Tristan Thompson, Jordan Woods the first time.
Ooh, I thought you was gonna say that the girl, the Boston Celtics coach, was dealing with. Oh, thank God.
Oh no, that ain't no black girl. This girl is black.
Okay, all right.
Whoever Ime Idoko is dealing with is a Wahite Hewahome.
You saw Woman King.
I ain't seen that yet.
What was that you just said? A Wahite what?
White woman.
It's a what? A Wahite what?
Wahite Hewahome. That's Mr. Karl Anthony Towns. That is his betrothed, his girlfriend, not his wife, but she has business aspirations, and he has bought her 2 fully funded business for her 25th birthday.
That's what's up.
You know what he just bought her? Some shut the hell up.
Yeah.
She cannot. You know, JP. Me and your wife, I ain't got no shut the hell up.
No, not at all.
My wife looked at me and she can cuss me out any moment.
Yeah, we just had that talk the other, last night.
What happened? What happened, Justice?
Right in the middle of sex, I was like, you in sex, you go, ooh, shut up. She said, don't you tell me to shut up. In fact, let's watch Everybody Loves Raymond now.
Oh wow, hey, I'm not.
In fact,
RP, you know what though? He also bought her a lot of pressure too. He bought a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
that's some pressure because you get 2 businesses gifted to you. It's up to you to make them work. So he bought her some pressure, bro.
That's like running a race and starting already running. Like you didn't get the startup with that. You know what I'm saying?
Dave said They said that's dope. Carl really love her. That's a great time to really have a conversation about relationship expectations. And you know what? You serious about a woman you buy a business for?
Yeah.
You gotta find out what these businesses are, bro. Because like you say business. What was it? A hair braiding business? What was it? What women buy now? What?
Extensions?
Yeah, they got that business now. Like, what kind of business is it? The type of business that really acts a lot of her, or is it some old sweet potato pie business? Which
it don't matter. Business is business. Go ahead, Steve.
It don't matter.
She gets to pick the two businesses. So there's it's just
apparently she's already kind of doing something.
Yeah,
okay.
But it says you get to pick two businesses you want to start, and I will fund them.
There you go. There we go.
You know what? You know something? Let me say this. You know what? To me, that's still really great of him, because let me say this. He is sewing into her so she can become independent. And who knows, one day he might have to fall back on her. To me, it's like an investment, because one day he might have to fall back on her, and she got those businesses going. You never know. So I think it was a smart gift. I really do. And it's showing that he really wants her around, and he wants her to be independent. So that's a really good. Those are really good gifts.
Yeah. You know the good thing about this story too is the man looked happy. Like with all the pictures I saw, like he's smiling like a real smile. You know, and it's good to see that at 25 years old, that this young man can gift this to his woman and be really happy about it.
I feel you.
All right, guys. Up next, rolling out one of my favorite online publications, Munson Steed, the publisher of the magazine, is my friend. Rolling out sits down with Herschel Walker.
Did they understand what he said? Anything he said?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Did it make sense?
Walker, like he ran 10 yards too many, don't he?
He got hit in the head without a helmet too many times.
Herschel Walker. First of all, he got allegations of spousal abuse. He's running, but the Republicans love him.
Nah, oh no.
And he's testing better than Warnock right now. As the candidate, they say he may even beat Warnock. But dude,
this is a joke.
Guy is not my candidate, man. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Hell no, he dull.
He always look like he answering the wrong question.
No, he always looked like, why am I here? That's what he looked like. Why am I here?
He looked like Franz Cassius.
Wow, hilarious.
What do y'all think happened? Like, how do y'all think that he became such a household name? Like, what was it here in Georgia?
Well, the Republican Party is very, very simple. They're gonna put a black person against a black person and just let the chips fall where they may. Anybody disagree?
RP, I also think that what made him a household name for real is him going on in the media saying stupid shit, stuff that just don't make sense. And you're like, what the hell did he say? And they be like, who is that? That's Herschel Walker. So I think he got his notoriety not from being a candidate. He got his notoriety for being a candidate and saying stuff that just don't make sense.
I love it, Steve Brown. Welcome to a new segment, Stuff Herschel would say. Go ahead, Steve. JB Justice. The name of this segment is Stuff Herschel Walker would say. What time is it?
It's about the time everybody can, and then in this 74 degrees.
Wait a minute.
I'm ready.
You ready? Hey, Mr. Herschel. Mr. Herschel, how you doing?
I'm here.
Hey, man, they tell us you running for office, man. We got exclusive here on Rodney Perry Live. You're going against Reverend Warnock, man. What you think of him?
I think I think the Bulldogs gonna win this one. Fourth quarter, we gonna pull it out. They got too many turnovers, and I think we gonna pull this one out.
Well, we wasn't really talking about that, but that's okay. There's rumors out there, Mr. Herschel, that you put your hands on your wife, man. That can't be true. That can't be true, right?
No, I really put hands on myself. Like right now, I'm itching under my right underarm, but I'm cool.
Got it. Final question, Herschel Walker, man. I'm excited about you running for office, man. Can you score a win in this race?
Yes, I can, and I think everybody needs to know that wherever you go in life, that's where you're gonna be.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. Thank you, Mr. Herschel. Why your helmet turned sideways like that?
Hey man, if you know anything about football, if you get hit hard enough, they would turn your helmet to one side. You be
looking at the hole.
You looking at the hole.
Yo,
coach put me in the game. You already in the game. Oh, okay.
Already in the game, man.
So is everybody registered to vote?
I'm registered to vote, and those midterm elections are very important. Whether you're voting for Herschel or not, you should go out there and at the very least register, especially if you're here in Georgia. It is definitely a big deal. Appreciate y'all. Well said, Candy. All right. The Good Morning Gorgeous concert is hit the streets. Candy, do you got anything? First of all, Mary J. Blige fine as hell.
Yeah, Mary's looking good.
Mary, and let me tell you something. Rodney Perry ain't checking for no 50-year-old woman.
I was just about to say, I remember when I was pulling out those gorgeous older women, you was like, the women are old. The women are old.
First of all,
and now you got this
JP Justice.
For now, you got this old Vietnam luggage bag. She's gorgeous. I know she was gorgeous.
First of all, Steve Brown, JP Justice has an affinity for women with mustaches.
No, older women. I don't know how to look at these young women, and so what I say is I appreciate my older women.
So you like women with like one or two hairs like on their chin?
Well, actually,
JP Justice talking about.
Hey, Candace, do you remember when I was pulling the older comics out of the book? He was going, "That woman is old as hell. She old as hell," and I was like, "But that's I don't know how these young girls to me all look the same, blown up. They look like balloons."
So you like women that still wear slips?
There you go.
If they ain't got a slip on, he don't want nothing to do with
it. You like them women that put their brown backwards and spin it around. You like?
Yeah. Hold on, let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, look right into the camera. For all you young people, a slip is what you wear between your dress and outer garments, I guess, right? Because
you right there.
Yeah, you pull a slip to the side.
Oh God. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a crazy show today. Hey y'all, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Candy, you got anything for me yet? The Good Morning Gorgeous tour is in the streets. Mary J. Blige is looking quite lovely. And you know, I like the thigh-high boots. You know, I like when Mary be coming out with the extra flyness. Are you, Steve Brown, going to the Mary J. Blige tour?
No. Now if I would gift a female, a friend or whatever, I'll let her go. But just now, but know this: a lot of Mary J. Blige stuff is really, really good. She sounds amazing. But you know, a Mary J. Blige tour will make a woman come home and beat your ass too.
Wow, you're right about that.
I have been seeing a lot of females go. I haven't really seen any pictures of any like couples or.
No, they just started though. It just started like yesterday.
Well, it was Detroit, Chicago. Most of my friends went.
Text me, Spanky Hayes. Text me. Mary J. Blige. Up next, Marcus Houston is getting married or got married.
Yeah, he's married. He's been married, unless it's a new
Now, all of us are fathers. Let's throw this out there.
All right.
Marcus Houston got to be 45.
Damn.
Marcus Houston marries a teenager,
Oh.
a 19-year-old young lady.
Oh.
She's gorgeous. I have a 19-year-old daughter. Now, let me ask y'all this. Would you rather your daughter marry a rich-ass Marcus Houston or a poor-ass 20-year-old?
You know what? That's a good question. Whatever makes her happy, but that, I mean, honestly, you know, of course, in this day and time, you need stability, you know, because yeah, you need stability, but at the same time, you can get that 20-year-old and they can work together and build something. So that's a hard one for me, bro.
That's very tough. Hey, JP Justice, you got beautiful girls, man. You father over there. Would you rather your 19-year-old marry a grown man or a young man her age?
She can go ahead with the older guy. Let me tell you why, especially someone like Marcus Houston. Because if Marcus Houston is taking the time to marry at 45, that means he's sold his wild oats or has at least come to some kind of terms with it. You know what I'm saying? He understands it. Like at 45, the way that I lived my life, at 45, at 30, I was very settled with, okay, I've done all the wild stuff I wanted to do. It's still potluck with 20. You know what I'm saying? Potluck can still be, you know, they still out there wilding, sneaking around, doing what they do. You know what I'm saying?
RP, you know what? I just can't picture my daughter laying up with Willie Earl. I can't do it.
They do it.
I can't do it.
And how about this? Rose said it. She'll be growing old along. She gonna bury his old ass.
Yeah. My daughter laying in the bed. This nigga still got on his dress shoes. No. I don't see it.
Wait a minute. He don't have his dress shoes on.
Yeah, dress shoes. You know, our brother gonna keep on the past days down.
You gotta say maroon dress shoes too, with the zipper on the side.
Hey, my buddy Spanky Hayes said, I met my wife when she was 19. We've been together for 10 years, married for 4. Yo, I mean, I'm living his life right now. My daughter is in love with this young man, and he poor. But I was poor. My wife called me a hypocrite, and I'm like, I don't know. He gotta take care of my baby. Go ahead,
That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. Times have changed. Poor back in the 80s and 90s is different than now.
Poor is poor.
You know, I agree with that. Now, I think I'm assuming Candace meaning like you know, brothers that's trying to leech off of women poor and trying to get women to take care of them poor. But if it's a young brother and he's poor and he got high aspirations, he's working hard, and they're trying to build together, I'm with that. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. That's what I mean.
Spanky Hayes is our age. He got a young wife. He married her. He met her at 19. Now they got 2 kids, 6, 4, and 1 on the way. I mean, Spanky's still shooting the club up. Good for you, Spanky Hayes.
No, it ain't, bro. No, it ain't. Hey, Spanky, you our age, bro. What the hell is wrong with you?
No.
Baby.
Spanky is our age, but Spanky still think like a young man. So, you know.
Spanky, put the musket away, bro. Put the musket away. What's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
This is typical, like what women think a lot of times too when they marry like that, because she can be controlled. Like he could make her kind of what he wants her to be, you know.
Right.
I don't know.
Until one day she wakes up.
He can
As
groom
a
her.
man married to an old woman.
Hey, did you do that? Did you say that like this to a man married to an older woman?
I don't want to start no trouble, but ain't nobody scared of her. I'm saying.
RP, your wife older than you?
No, she's not older than me.
Oh,
But she's 4 years my junior.
okay.
But we talking about 20 years or 10.
Yeah, they're 19 years apart.
Steve Brown, you still out there in them streets?
No, I'm not.
You wait, hold on, stop right there. We got breaking news. Steve Brown is no longer in them streets.
No, I never was in the streets. I'm a private person. I mean, I was married once, but I ain't for the streets like that. You know, I'm trying to groom myself for somebody like Candace.
What the?
Steve Brown shooting this shot. Uh-oh.
Hey, Candy single now.
Hey, listen, I did like
and she's a cutie.
I did like this so I can get out of the way. I said, "Oh, he's shooting."
Hey, I know she cute because every time I ask you to do the show, you busy. And Candy be like, "You want to do the show?" You think be right here early.
Hey man, look, I ain't even got no bottoms on. I just threw this shirt on. I just threw this shirt on. I'm on the show. But go ahead, bro.
Hey, let's look here before we move on. Victor Marshall hit us with this. Beautiful women above 50. Angela Bassett, gorgeous. Halle Berry, gorgeous. Janet Jackson, gorgeous. Lisa Ray McCoy, gorgeous. Sally Richardson, gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Is Lisa Ray? Is Lisa Ray the Lisa Ray from
Lisa Ray McCoy?
Yeah,
Brad's sister.
Yeah, I didn't know her last name.
How about this, dog? Older women have old extremities. They got old hands, old feet.
Hey, RP, but I ain't gonna lie. Some of these older women are pretty much competing with these young women because some of these older women looking damn good, bro. They looking damn good.
I wouldn't say.
What's old? What age is old?
Old. Oh, you know what old is. Old is old.
Is old an age or is old a physical attribute for you?
Old is old. If any woman, okay, that woman that's 19 ain't old. She's 19 years old. She is a young woman.
Janet Jackson is old.
Janet Jackson old as hell.
If you got breasts and you got to put a hem in your breast, you old. So ladies, look at yourselves right now. In the end, you can tell if you old. You got to put a hem in your titties. You old.
If you had to put a number on old, I would say old start at 45.
No, old started at 38.
No, not for me. Not for me. Old started by 50.
50?
Yeah. Man, these women these days, dog, are looking good at 50, dog. They're looking good.
I ain't saying they're not attractive. I'm saying they old.
I say old, about 45. You're starting to teeter into the old. This is when you know you old, when you buy your own coffee and no one asks to buy it for you.
Y'all judging, man. Y'all judging.
All right, y'all, we got to take a break. And you old women know who you are. As I'm asking these two old ass, they don't know. Y'all old. If your ass is, you ain't got an ass.
Y'all you ain't got an ass. Old too now.
I'm not old.
I know I'm old.
I'm not old.
It's women that be walking around disillusioned.
I'm like, I don't fall in the old category.
Me either. Candace, you think about
JP? Like, what's old? But all right, let's take a break, right?
Hey, first of all, men can be old. Women can't be old.
Yo, why am I on this today?
He's trying to get us killed.
I'm throwing it out there. Hey, y'all, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. If your ass is 35, 39, 40, your ass is old. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. My name is Rodney Perry.
After the accident,
I was stuck paying all these medical bills.
the Witherspoon Law Group understands that you didn't deserve what happened to you, but you do deserve justice.
They weren't just there for me, they fought for me.
I care about what my clients are going through. We are in the fight of their lives.
We don't just fight for you, we fight with you and make sure you get the compensation you deserve.
And that's why we do what we do. And what we do is win.
Call 844-WE-WIN-44.
Oh, shit, we back. Hey, y'all, it's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. I almost missed the show. It's going down. You know how we do it every week. I got to bring my man on the show. One of the reasons I got this show is so I can help my buddies, my friends, my family showcase their projects. Ladies and gentlemen, we have each other's name. He not only has a name, he's given a name to his son, who I'm extremely fond of. Fabulous comedian, brand new special on the streets. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. Rodney Bigham.
What's up, dude?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, man, y'all just made me feel so old because you said if you 35 or 39, you old. I got a 35-year-old daughter and a 39-year-old son.
Oh no, your ass is old. Your ass is old. But you can be old. You a man. A man can be old. Like you
Rodney. I'm this old now, Rodney.
That is cool though. That's some cool shit.
Yeah, but nah, it's temporary, bro.
Hey, that's cool. Candy says she's not old for the record. Candy?
Old as Candy.
Candy is old. She my younger sister. Let me tell you something. So Candy 10 years my junior. Candy is 40 some odd. Candy old.
Okay. Yeah, Candy.
We can debate that later. But I'm on here.
There's gray hairs under that hat, Candy.
Forget the hat.
Ain't no damn gray, Rodney's. Ain't no damn gray.
Just because you got, first of all, women don't have to have gray hair because they always have hair.
Barry, speaking of gray hairs, you know I just had a colonoscopy done, right?
That ain't speaking of no gray hairs. That ain't. That ain't. I don't want to know about your privates.
Well, see, you have hair back there, Rodney, and I was concerned about my presentation to the
Stop right there, Rodney Bigham. Stop right there. You got a brand new special on the streets, man. Your son shot it, directed it. How beautiful is that to work with your boy, man?
Man, it was like when he came to me and told me what he wanted to do. First of all, he first tried to do comedy, and when he first told me he wanted to do stand up, I got insulted because of the way he told me he wanted to do it. Because he had saw me and Keir Spates, aka Junior, one night, and he said, "Y'all made it look easy, so I think I could do it."
Right.
Because we made it look easy, you think you could do it, and it was like an insult to me, because you've been around comedy all your life. And I put him in a situation where he couldn't win, and I was wrong for that. I took him to a corporate gig. It was Christmas time, and he had to be clean, and he bombed terribly. But when he came back to me and told me he wanted to start his production company, he wanted me to be his first project, I was honored, man. And I have 6 children that I love, of which I wanted none of. Let's make that clear.
Go ahead, tell the story.
Yeah, right. And they really need to let these abortions come back because people are going to get real creative with these abortions. They'll be mopping their kitchen floor with some soapy water. Baby, hurry up.
Right.
Everybody. Yeah, man. But and I appreciate you taking up time with my son. You know who's another person that took up a lot of time with him too was David Arnhem.
Oh, wow. Well, let's slow down. We got to talk about the special, man. Dude, Rodney Bigham, man, I had a chance to watch it. First of all, funny as all get out. Still one of them guys that's nobody want to follow. What made you want to do the special now?
It was my son's idea. It was his idea. He said he wanted me to be his first project. So I said, okay, cool. Let's do it. And I contacted the local comedy club. Can I say the name of the club?
Yeah.
The Comedy Lounge. And because I'm kind of like Monique right now with the improv, like Monique was with Netflix. So I'm kind of like that with the improv right now. So I went to the Comedy Lounge and he gave me Father's Day. Let me have Father's Day. We sold the place out. And he's happy with what he got. You know how we are right now. I'm not happy with nothing.
Right.
So, but my son is happy with it. If you say it's a great project, I appreciate that, man. But
me and your son talk more than me and you. And
I know.
And
that's wonderful, man. I appreciate you taking up time with him because I don't like talking to him. I don't like talking to him.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Usually when my kids,
you say all the improper stuff.
Usually when my kids call me, they need something, right? You know what I'm saying? When I see this name on the call ID, I get nervous. Oh,
what do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Not what he want. What he need? What he need?
Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Hey, Rodney, man, what subjects you tackling in the special, bro?
And the one that you saw?
Yes.
It was based on being a weekend father, and we didn't get a chance to really get it the way we wanted because it was in a club and people were talking and the wait staff and whatnot. And so what we got was good. Now I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what to tell you. It's in the special because I haven't watched it. I can't watch myself, right?
Hey, right. Let me help you, Rodney Bingham. Act like you
Yeah.
watch it, nigga. Yeah, you telling the truth for? Hey man, okay. I talked to your son. He said he's looking. I need to have him on here. He said y'all looking to sell it. Maybe it's gonna end up on Tubi. What would you like for it to end up?
In everybody's home. That's it. I just want to make everybody laugh. Any way we can get it to them. You know, if people want to down, I was told them. I said, man, just let people download it for $1. You know, and you mess around and make you $1 million like that. It's his project to do whatever he wants to do with it. Like I said, I'm just happy, man, that he's interested and he's actually doing something.
Yeah,
Because we're getting ready to record again.
dude, I've seen it. It looks great.
It looks really
y'all
good.
shot in 4K. Right there in Houston.
Yeah.
Such a great job. Let me get my co-hosts in here. JP Justice, Steve Brown. Let me hold on. Let's get that little thing out of that Candace.
Oh, y'all crazy.
Hey,
Oh, y'all crazy. What's up, Steve?
RP, let me tell you something, man. I got so much respect and love for this dude, man. We had a moment with the last time we worked in Houston after he made me sweat bullets because RP, I had to follow this dude. So I had to literally set myself on fire, you know, to get the crowd, to keep the crowd's attention.
Right.
So we had a moment, man, and we just kind of bonded. And it's like, man, we like brothers. Like, we don't talk every day, man, but I genuinely love this dude, man. He's a really good dude.
Wow. How dope is
First
that?
meeting, homeboy. What's going on, partner? JP Justice.
JP Justice.
How you doing, JP?
Rodney Bingham, man. And this is another thing that's beautiful about Rodney, man. You know, ain't afraid to come on TV with rusty elbow.
Man, I thought I took care of that before I got on.
Yeah, you know, no, hey Rodney, we brothers. We did this. You called me, and I said I was gonna do the same thing.
You gotta realize it's 8:30 a.m. over here, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And you told me to be here early. I said,
no, all jokes aside, Rod, man, I think it's amazing that guys like us that's been in the game all these years are staying relevant, producing projects. That's a big deal, man. And you are setting the bar, you know, helping set the bar, man. I mean, a lot of good stuff is coming out of Houston nowadays. Talk to me about what Houston is for you, bro.
Houston, it's home for me for one, and we have a lot of talent down here. Rushion McDonald, and when they had the hip hop comedy stop, they groomed us. They groomed us to be comics. I remember one night, man, I had a set that I thought was fire. And when I came off stage, Rushion was going on the host, and he told me, "Don't go nowhere." And I could tell he was upset, right? And I was like, "What the hell did I do?" You know what I'm saying? So he came back and he said that stage is not just a license to curse. You have to know what you're doing when you use certain words, man. And I said, "Okay." He said, "Don't ever say rape on my stage again."
Wow.
Ooh.
And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because you don't know how many women out there have been raped, and you making them relive it. And you sitting here making fun of it like it's a funny situation."
Here's a question. How young were you in comedy when you got that lesson?
Oh, man. Maybe a couple of months. Because, I started doing comedy when I was 28 years old. And 3 months later, they had me on Showtime at the Apollo.
So here's another.
And,
now, Rodney, let me ask you, Rodney. How young?
Which Rodney?
Oh, right. RP. How young were you when you first got your first like jewel dropped to you in comedy, and what was the jewel?
Man, that's a great question, JP. I mean, I've gotten so many. I remember my OG came to me and asked me, he was like, "Rodney Perry, what's all that shit in your pockets?" And I was like, "What you mean?" I would be on stage with all kind of keys and he was like, "Why you got all that shit in your pockets, man?" He said, "Don't you ever walk on stage with all this stuff?" And to this day, I do not walk on stage with nothing in my pocket.
Oh God.
Hey man, and I be on the Young Comics about little stuff, and like, hey man, why your shirt so dirty? What man? I'm just a comic now, man. People pay to see you.
There you go.
They pay to see you. Give them something to look at. First of all, you already ain't funny, and then you coming up here looking like a bum.
And then,
You know what
I hate when they come on stage sagging. That gets to me so bad when they come on stage sagging.
Go ahead, JP.
Steve, let me ask you that same question.
Okay.
What's the question? Say it, repeat it.
How old were you when you got your first jewel in comedy, and what was it?
Probably 21, and of course it was probably the jewel that everybody got. Why you doing all this excessive cursing? Because we tried to replace funny with cursing because we didn't really have any material like that. So so that was pretty much it. So
I was 19. I was at the Uptown Comedy Club, and it was from the real nurturer of the Uptown Comedy Club, Mama Brown. Mama Brown. There was 2 people in the audience, and I was like, Mama Brown, we gonna do the show? It's only 2 people. She grabbed me by my hair right here. I'll never forget this, and this will stick with me forever. Baby, I don't care if it's 2 or 200. You gonna go out there and perform as if that place was packed, and because you're not here for the people, you're here to perform. You got something to say, so you tell those 2 people what you got to say. And
wow.
Then I black out. Like if there's 2 or 200, I know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a gem.
Well, those two people pay for a complete show, so they do a show. You have to give it to them. Yeah. Whether it's 2 people or 200, they still pay for the whole show. So you can't just go and go, well, since it's just 2 of y'all, I'm not finna do this. No, man, you got to go to work.
Yeah.
Yo. And don't nobody care. Your dog died this morning. Your woman left you. Hey, man, we don't want to hear that. Make me laugh, bro.
But you know what, Rodney? And to do that and really do it well, you have to really love the craft. You got to love the craft, and it may be a bit humiliating into the ego or whatever, but you still got to do it because you love the craft. Because now you're doing it for you as well.
Mm-hmm. Yo, it's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. Rodney Bigham, my special guest for today. My co-host Steve Brown, JP Justice.
Me and my ashy elbows.
Don't worry about that, brother. Let me ask you this. Before we go, Rod, what's the name of the project and how can we find it going forward?
Man, you got more connections with Lil Rodney than I do. The name of the project originally was Weekend Dad. I don't know what he's calling it now, but because we did it on Father's Day. But we getting ready to do another one, November 26th at the Master Theater. It's going to be called Shooting Straight from the Hip because I'm going to be straight off of hip surgery. As you see, I got this cane. I'm finna have hip replacement.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know you was having surgery.
Yeah, I'm having hip replacement next month, man. And so we gonna call it Shooting Straight from the Hip. I'm not biting my tongue on nothing. Everything getting it. Everything getting it that day.
I'm not mad at that. Hey guys, let's take a quick break. We come back. Special guest popping in. I haven't talked to this brother in probably a year or so. One of my favorites out of Detroit. Spanky Hayes is gonna join us. Hey, my name is Rodney.
The child molester, Spanky, the one that married the baby, Spanky. You said it. I didn't say it. That old ass. You tell that old nigga. I said it.
Hey,
when he's 65 and that girl in her 30s, she gonna be still in them streets because she ain't trying to go to bed. She got friends in their 20s. They going roller skating.
Right.
Look, man. My mom and dad are 85 and 83 years old. They both wearing Pampers together. They both taking blood pressure medicine together. That's how it's supposed to go like that. You ain't then Marcus Houston, you say he's 45 and the girl 19. Think about it. When he 85, that girl gonna be 39. 39. What's hey, come help me change my diaper and put me. But man, that girl gonna be sleeping with the nurse and the doctor and everybody that come to the house and take care of his old butt.
Joining us.
Bring him on.
Joining us.
That's real bad.
Go down.
You call him. Some call him Tupac. We call him Faux Pac.
Yeah.
Yo, Spanky Hayes, man. Thank you for coming on. How are you?
I'm calling you a dirty old man. You done married that baby.
First of all, let me say this. First of all. She was 19 when I met her.
When he met her.
That was 10 years ago.
29.
Oh, okay.
29 now. So, and we've been.
How old are you, Spanky?
73.
Yeah, right. I wish I was. Then I'll be a legend.
Hey, why they on you like that, man? Why they on you like that, Spank?
Because I'm usually I'm really Bruce Wayne, and nobody really sees me and can talk to me. So they have a lot of rumors about me. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of myths, a lot of things. So sometimes I pop out.
Hey, Spank, let's and everybody, please let me have the floor for a second. Spank, man, you one of them guys that's been you've been able to navigate in and out of different eras effortlessly. Whether it was when y'all started the improv with the other level and our boys from Detroit, to even being one of the first guys on Wild and Out.
Because the other level was Wild and Out.
Wow, how about that? Talk to me about that, man. Because I remember, I went to the Carter.
Yeah,
I was there. So
yeah.
talk to me about that time and how y'all was bringing improv to LA.
Well, we were, we are from Detroit, and so we decided that Detroit was too small because we was doing all the venues and stuff like that. That was around what, 94?
Yeah, maybe a little later, maybe 90, maybe 96 or 7.
No, that's when I moved to LA in 96.
Mm-hmm.
And three days before Tupac died. Since 4-Pac. That's where 4-Pac came from.
Understood.
So then Joe came, and then I personally went back to Detroit to go get Howie.
Okay.
So we count the Greyhound together. T Ward already stayed there. What's his name? Tony Roberts was original. He was like the original guy, but he didn't want to move to LA at that time. So we got Thomas Ward. So, and then that was around 96, 97. About 98, we was all over the place, everywhere. We got a deal with Will Smith, and Nick had a deal with Will Smith, and we both our deals fell apart. 4 years later, Nick invited me to come to Chicago because he was shooting Roll Bounce, and he said, I got a deal to do a show. And I was like, what kind of show is it? He was like, it's like your show. And I was like, okay, I'm broke as fuck. Let me get a deal. I'll take care of them other niggas if I got to. Let's go. And
right.
That's kind of how it happened. So that's why he hired me first, because I was the leader of the other.
How many seasons of Wild Now did you do?
11.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a meeting with you and Nick at Cat's house, wasn't it? Remember, I was there that day you came over, and y'all all went in the back room.
And actually, that was me and Nick trying to convince Cat to be on the show.
Okay.
Because we had Kevin Hart at that time, and we felt that he wasn't strong enough. Because this is the first Kevin Hart, not the second Kevin Hart.
Right. Because Kevin really don't get hot till after Cat.
Now listen, I explain this all the time. It's only one position, and I know we're skipping, but I'm gonna go back to that. I was right behind all of it. Like, it's one position because Mike Epps had it, and then Kevin had it, the first Kevin. And then Kevin couldn't sell. Then they gave it to Cat. They gave Cat so much money they couldn't control him, so they took it back from Cat and gave it back to Kevin. That's exactly how it happened.
Well, hold on, Spanky Hayes. You got to break that down, because I remember Cat being the hottest comic. I remember Mike getting hot.
Right.
And then Cat got crazy hot.
No, but not before Kevin was the soul plane Kevin. You know what I'm saying? The paper
the Soul Flame Kevin and Money Mike kind of hit around the same time.
But
no,
not the same.
No, not the same. And you may have a point, Spanky Hayes, but Kevin still never touched what Cat was.
Exactly, but what I'm saying was it was two Kevin Harts. The first one we talking about, Paper Soldier, Soul Plane, that Kevin Hart couldn't sell. Still funny, but couldn't sell. New in LA. Cat was in LA, so it seemed to us like he had more ground over him because we was in LA with him. Right. You feel me?
But then Cat Cat catch the gun charge
Right.
in New York.
Right.
And Cat couldn't do that movie. The movie was called Fool's Gold. Remember?
Right. Right.
And Kevin ended up doing Fool's Gold. That's when Kevin was gone after that.
I'm gonna give you another example.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about the gun charge. Hold on. It was my gun.
Wow.
Stop hanging with Rodney Bigham.
Hey.
I was in prison at the time, and I had left the gun in L.A. And when I got out, Cat told me, "Say, hey man, I got caught with that gun." Well, I'm like, dude, don't worry about it. It wasn't in my name. So
that's crazy. Now listen. Because when we did School Dance, the movie, and Kevin Hart was in it, and Cat was in it, Kevin Hart got so big before that time it came out. They couldn't even like promote Kevin. That's why they promoted Mike and Lunel and Bobby, little Bobby. They couldn't promote. They
I don't even
promote
remember Kevin being in that movie.
He was in that movie.
He was pretty thug, pretty something thug, wasn't he?
Right, and they stole that. They stole that from me because I did Gorgeous Blood way before that movie, and then they had him as Pretty Cuz, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And listen, how I even got in that movie is I just randomly went to Nick Cannon's studio, and he got the whole fucking cast there doing the table read, and I was like, "Nigga, you doing a movie and I'm not in it?" He was like, "Well, nigga, it's only one part. That's why I got a small part in the movie. So there's only one part I can give you." And I stretched that shit to 3 fucking scenes. It was only supposed to be one scene, but I kept like doing stupid shit. He was like,
They had to keep it. They had to keep it.
Yeah, they had to use the shit. But yeah, it's only one spot, fellas. It's only one spot.
Meanwhile, back in New York, I was doing Manhattan Proper.
Wow. Hey, thank you, JP.
Hey, which is a legendary club, by the way.
Hey, here goes, guys, and I don't think people realize what Spanky and Rodney has given us is some context and history, because Black history we don't get to hear about, and there was a lot of things happening at the same time.
Right.
How about this? My name is Rodney Perry. Let's take a break, man. Let's take a break. Candy, give me a commercial, then take me to the top of the show. And if they'll sit tight with me for a second, we're going to talk some more comedy history. We got Steve Brown, Rodney Bigham, JP Justice, and the legendary Spanky Hayes in the building. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live.
Rodney
Want your
Bigham,
book or
man.
music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Crazy comedy history lesson going on here today. My guest host, JP Justice. JP, are you okay?
Yeah.
How you feeling, brother?
What's the sentimental voice just
You're a little fatigued.
No, I'm not fatigued at all. I'm sitting here listening actually, and I'm like, wow, this is a great show in itself. I love the fact that comedy has history and people need to know that history about comedy because they think we're just jump on stage. They don't know that there was a whole world and a whole life behind this. So as I'm sitting here listening to you guys, I'm like, bro, these are the stories that need to get out. Like we have our East Coast stories. Like when I hear y'all West Coast stories, we have our East Coast stories. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm listening to that, I'm like, wow, that's a full show right there.
Word up. Ladies and gentlemen, my other co-host, Steve Brown. Steve, all this is going on. We talked about what was happening in your world.
Man, I was just grinding, trying to get on the scene, man, and I'm working really hard. You know, of course, y'all were on the West Coast, JP on the East Coast, I'm down south, so we didn't get as much exposure. But I mean, we did get a chance to, you know, sharpen our chops. You know, we got a chance to work, you know, because you know, comedy is really, really prevalent down here in the South, and you can work all day, every day, you know, so it made us stronger on stage and stronger performers. And so when we did get a chance to go on the East Coast or the West Coast, we would be ready, you know, and I thank God for that opportunity, you know. So it was pretty cool.
And this is what I want to go ahead, JP. You got something?
I used to always hear in the South, like I used to always hear, yo, if you really want to get your chops up, like in New York is a place where is a boxing gym for comedy, and you can meet the world in New York. But when you're ready to put that work to the test, people used to go through the South.
Right.
When people went through the South, bro, when they came back to New York, that insight to the world and their everything just boo. And then when you was ready to flash it, you went to LA.
Wow. That is definitely the order of it all. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. Please share the broadcast if you haven't already. A wealth of knowledge today. And how about this? While all this is going on, Comic View was happening.
Oh yeah.
Comic View was happening. And how about this? This is the 30th anniversary of Comic View happening right now.
Oh wow. Welcome
to the show. He's got an album on the street coming down the pipe right now. Rodney Bigham. Thank you, Rodney, for coming on today. And let's not forget, Faux Park in the building, aka my man Spanky Hayes, Detroit's finest. What up, though?
What up, though?
Hey, you know what?
Talk about Comic View for a second, guys. Go ahead, Steve.
I met Rodney Bigham on the set of Comic View. It wasn't too pleasant, but we Rodney and I we're probably about to go to blows. I mean, because it was just two different personalities. Everybody knows my personality, and Rodney back then was a goddamn bully. He was a bully. He used to want to beat
Rodney's still a bully. He just hip.
Okay, no, wait. You know, hold on. Here's where I first saw Steve. We was in San Francisco, the Bay Area competition.
Okay.
And you know how Steve was. Steve was hanging out of the window on like the 15th floor of the hotel. And you know, they wouldn't let the windows open that far in the hotel. And he was screaming with that voice, you know, and white people panicked. They was like, this nigga about to kill himself. So they ready to put all the comics out the hotel. So I'm being who I was. I was mad at Steve for making us look like clowns in my eye, right? So when we went to take Comic View, and they had us come on stage and bring your outfits, so they match your colors with the lights and everything. And Steve sat there and said, Rodney Bigham. I said, I don't fuck with you. Right there in front of everybody.
Hey, man.
I sit there and apologize to my brother. I say, man, I was dead wrong. I'm sorry. Plus, Steve in shape now. He in shape. You might want to beat me up.
But Comic View was this, and I think y'all just showcased what it was. It was a reunion.
Yeah.
You know, like every year, every couple of years, you got to go and see your peers, man.
Right.
Spanky Hayes, talk to me about Comic View, man. What was that for you, man?
Comic View was dope because that was like the first time I ever been on TV. Ever.
Wow.
You know, and then they filmed something in Detroit, but it was like, you know, when they used to show like the clips of stuff. So that was, but I didn't really count that. When I went to LA, and this is going back to the first Comedy Jewel back earlier in the show, Pierre gave me my first Comedy Jewel because when I went and did Comic View in LA, I still wore the jeans. to like somewhere else. And he was like, I seen those jeans before. Those are Comic View jeans. And I was like, I said my Comic View jeans. What you mean? He said, man, you can't wear shit on TV and then wear it again.
Oh, good. He call your shit Comic View jeans. He call your shit Comic View jeans.
Yeah, he said those are Comic View jeans.
Where can I purchase them?
Why you playing? Like if I'm going back to anywhere, I buy something new because I be like, I know I ain't never wore this.
Man, I give it away now. That started like giving shit away because I know that I won't wear it again if I don't got that shit. So yeah. So that's crazy. Yeah, that was my first dude. But Comic View was like crazy. I felt like I was elite, like I had gotten to the NBA. Like it was Cheryl Underwood right there, and Pierre, like I said earlier, Teddy Carpenter and DL and like these are like all in one room. Like you be quiet at first as a young comedian. Man, you're quiet.
And I'm gonna give y'all a Comic View story, and nobody knows this happened. We were in Atlanta, and Roland Powell, Lil Duval. His name is Roland, right? Or is it Robert Powell?
Roland Powell. Robert Powell.
He was outside. He had on a blue Sean John's sweatsuit. He was outside and he was begging Robert Laws for the last spot that they had, and Robert wasn't giving it to him. And I said, well, Robert, there's nobody here. It's the last day, man. I mean, let him take it. If he's not funny, just don't air it. Now, Roland didn't know me. I didn't know him, and he probably don't even remember it was me that did it. And they gave him that shot, and that's how he got his first television debut. But then he came back the next year and competed with those kids from coming to the stage as Little Duval. And I kind of was like, nah, man, come on, you're a grown man. Why you doing that? But yeah, I helped him get his first shot, man, on TV. And I didn't even know the dude.
Wow. And how about this? Here's a little coming to the stage history. I was a warm-up for that show. They switched hosts halfway through the season, brought Mark Curry in the host, and that was a launcher board for a lot of people, man. Hey, Steve Brown, give me one of your Comic View memories, man.
Man, you know what? Every Comic View I did was just a memory, man. Number one, they always kept me on the credits. They always kept me on the commercial because, of course, I did a lot of physical antics. But it was just like it was just a reunion, man. I always had a good time, man, and it was just wonderful, man. It did wonders for my career. Me being somebody from the South that wasn't seen as much, and you know, they really made me feel like I was a superstar down south, you know, because I was always on the commercials, and you know, it was just really good, man. It was really good. So
yeah, I think me and you got commercials probably more than anybody because you had the handstand and I had to dive.
Yeah.
And they would show us like clip to clip.
Can you still do it? The dive?
I could if I had to.
Hey, Steve, the question is, he can do it. Can he survive it?
Right.
Do I want to do it is the better question. Hey, JP.
Steve Brown. Steve Brown, listen. You are a motherfucking superstar. I just want to let you know that.
Appreciate it.
You ain't, and I'm gonna tell you this, and you rekindled that superstardom when the motherfucker tried to get you on stage with that motherfucker, and you ducked all that shit. That fight was beautiful. That was to a thug nigga. That was a superstar Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Invisible Man, Silver Surfer type shit.
Hey, you made me say the brown hornet. Hey, nigga, you left out the brown hornet. The brown
hornet. I didn't think I had to say him.
Rodney, you got to get Leslie Jones on and ask her about the time I had to hit a nigga with a mic stand in Austin, Texas.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Hold that story. JP Justice.
Yes, sir.
You're maybe the one person on this panel that was actually handsome when he was young.
Hey now. Hold on now.
I got pictures. I got pictures.
You were cute.
No. Let's go back. Spanky was a cute nigga. This nigga was cute.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on.
Hey.
I was up one night with a chick, watching crazy shit on TV, and I past the Playboy channel, They said it was some kind of comedy show, and they said introducing Spanky Hayes. I told the girl, I said, "This is my man right here. Let's watch it." Spanky did this comedy show and got butt naked on the show and had his pants over his wiener and walked off butt naked.
I think I remember that.
No, I had a sock. I had a sock over my dick.
Oh yeah.
I was looking at my girl like, oh wow.
Hey JP, can you show us? Can you show us young JP? Don't you got him back there in the background somewhere?
Oh, hold up, man. Come on, brother. You know I keep that on deck just in case a situation like this happens.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen. Hold on. Let me share my screen.
JP finna bring light skin all the way back.
All the way. Share that right there. Boom. Let's go. Let's do it. Where's my screen? Let me just show y'all. Let me just show it to you. Hold on. Can you see it back there?
There you go.
See young JP back there?
Young J Pizzo.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Give me one of your comic view memories.
Well, here's something that I remember about Comic View. First off, I think I did the first season. I remember when they were auditioning and all of you guys came to New York. And I'm talking about the line was flooded outside like way outside the door. And Michael Blackson was like the key person for, they was really focusing on Michael Blackson at this audition. I was like, wow, what is this going to be? Then we got selected. Sabrina Lamb. I don't even know if y'all even remember Sabrina Lamb. She was one of the ladies that they selected. So we went to, I forgot where the first taping was. And this is when they had everybody in trailers, not the dressing room. We had trailers.
Right.
Trailers, everybody's name on it. Marquez, remember Marquez? Where's he at?
Yeah. Marquez the greatest. He's still in LA.
Yeah, he used to wear the bear claws feet, right?
I don't know who that is.
Marquez the Great. Yo, it was so as I was walking in with my clothes on my what's the name, I felt like I was one of the Justice League, and I was coming into all of the superheroes are about to get down. And I'm looking at everybody's trailer, and my name was up there, my real name, Jameek. And I was sitting there going, damn. Went up in the trailer. They was like, Jameek, are you ready? Because we're gonna have you going on and blah blah blah. So this is the rundown, and let's do it, Mike. And I was sitting there going, this is phenomenal. But back in the day, I will say this: I got a lot of TV shows. I definitely think I was funny, but I don't think I was nearly as funny as I seen Steve Brown, because Steve Brown was phenomenal. Every time I used to see this guy on the stage, I used to be like, yo, he's on 100. And I don't think I was as funny as what I seen on TV. I think they kept me on television because I was tall, articulate, I spoke clear. I came from soap operas. And so I think they got me on that, because remember, from BET Comic View, I started hosting Video Soul with Sherry Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I went from there to there. So I don't think that it wasn't until I started getting heavier and started getting older that I remember me and Two Ray sitting. We was 2 days before Katrina down in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. I was there.
Yeah, me too.
It was crazy in there. It was crazy. But yeah, I loved it, man. I love my sister.
As a matter of fact, the last day of Comic View, Shawty, I don't know if you remember this, Rodney. Shawty.
I remember you. I know what you're about to say.
And he bombed, and they blamed Katrina on him. But not only that, he also said something about this Cain and Abel guy. Guys, you remember that? And they I think they tried to fight him or something. The two rappers.
So let me give you the whole story. So here goes, guys. We in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So New Orleans happened 2005. I mean, Katrina happened 2005.
That's when I taped.
Yeah.
Okay. So we all there.
Yeah.
We all there. I'm the warm-up guy, so I'm there the whole time. So I saw everybody. So we shooting Comic View. Cheryl is the host.
Right.
You're right.
And the producers wanted to inject reality into the show. So what they would do is after your set, they would make you sit there and watch the monitor, and Cheryl will roast you or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If she knew you was good. If she didn't, she would let your ass have it.
Right.
And so you sitting there and she roasting or not. So but that's just one bit they did. So when I get there, I'm the woman guy. Cheryl is rehearsing a bit where they gonna make Cheryl prompt the audience to say, "Gone with your whack ass jokes."
Right.
So if
that
you
was the year they did the crickets and shit, right?
No, this is way after the crickets. The crickets was in the 90s. In like 98. No bullshit. I got the crickets. That's another story. So get this. So Cheryl, I get there and they trying to figure out how it's gonna go. And Cheryl, you're gonna tell the audience going with your whack ass jokes, and that's what they was gonna do, the comedian. So I get there. Cheryl goes, "Hey Rodney, what you think?" I'm like, "What you mean?" She said, "What do you think of going with your whack ass jokes? You think it's gonna be cool?" I said, "Well, Cheryl, you the host. It's your season. You make it what it's gonna be." Few minutes pass. She pulled me to the side again. "For real, Rodney, man, what you think for real?" I said, "Cheryl, it's your season. You make this shit what it's gonna be." Fast forward an hour later, we across the street at the bar drinking. We all in the bar at that little hotel in the quarter. Mm-hmm. And she said, "For real, nigga. Yeah. Rod, what do you think?" I said, "Cheryl, if you go on that stage and tell these niggas going with their whack ass jokes, somebody gonna go to the top of this building and jump off. or somebody gonna fuck you up."
Right.
I said, "You don't know these comedians, you don't know what they went through to get here, and you fucking do that to a nigga on TV?" I said, "It's a bad idea." She went back immediately, told him she wasn't doing it. Producers come to me, "Rodney Perry, stay out of fucking Cheryl's head," and she was gonna do it, and now she's not doing it. It's fucked up. I'm like, "Look, nigga, she asked me 3 times, so she must didn't want to do it." Now we push it forward through the season. So fast forward, Steve Brown, to Shorty. The whole season, they trying to inject reality. So before Shorty, guess what happened? Derek Ellis.
Yes, they got Derek. Oh my God. I felt so bad for him.
Dude, so for anybody that's watching the show, Derek Ellis, comic out of Houston, he had a slow style. He didn't bomb, but Cheryl is letting nigga have it while he look at the screen. The nigga looking at the screen, he had a Denzel tear come down his show.
A glory tear.
That nigga is on TV crying. And while Cheryl is roasting him, she goes, "No, this ain't good enough." She goes backstage and get a gong. A big ass gong with a baseball bat and gong the nigga.
And Derek is fucking hilarious.
Derek went from motherfucking Denzel tier to motherfucking 2 tiers. He is fucking
set it off. Now he's
crying. He was crying on national TV.
Do you know who else did him like that?
No. Rodney Bingham. Shut the fuck up. Let me finish this. Derek Ellis is crying. Right. Then they had a local contest going for a New Orleans comedian to get on the show. So they go get that nigga.
Right.
Bring him on stage, and they about to gong him. And New Orleans said no. New Orleans said, "Y'all not gonna gong our guy." And that's when they lost it.
Right.
They was about to tear that little theater up.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, "Well, y'all not gonna fucking gong our guy." And they stopped the show. And they say, "Cheryl, you gotta go back out there and calm them down." Cheryl said, "I ain't going out there with them niggas." And they sent me out there. I told DJ Charles, I say, "Charles, play something to calm these niggas down. That nigga played Step in the Name of Love.
Mm-hmm.
And calm them niggas down.
Uh-huh.
You got to remember, I was right there looking at you.
Yeah.
Frankie Hayes. Guess who else was there? David Arnold.
Yes, he was. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, David Arnold. So now we watching all that happen. It's still one comic to go.
Oh my God.
What's his name, Steve Brown? His name Shorty.
What my name is.
So me and David Arnold, we sitting there looking at the screen.
Which ain't comedy. That's not comedy. What my name is, that wasn't comedy at that time.
Hold on.
I just wanted to say that.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So wait, hey. Somebody grab that phone. Me and David Arnold talking. I'm like, Shorty gonna be fine. That nigga go out. What my name is, Shorty. The place is in pandemonium. 4 seconds later, this nigga getting booed.
Right.
I mean, listen. Because he was dancing with my name man, he was hype manning. He wasn't telling jokes. Once he started telling jokes, then that's when the motherfuckers
they let his ass have it.
Hey man, but you know what? After that,
hold on, Steve Brown. Let me finish. Please let me finish. They booed Shorty so hard that nigga feet is off the ground.
He floated up out of there.
That nigga was floating, but it ain't over. Shorty say, hold on, everybody. I'm shouted, and I apologize. I came at y'all the wrong way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reintroduce myself, and we're gonna try this shit again. Hey, am I lying?
No, you are not lying.
Ladies and gentlemen, come to the stage.
Listen, it was like being dead, digging yourself out the grave to die again.
Yeah.
Don't give it away yet. So Shorty reintroduced himself. Ladies and gentlemen, what my name is, Shorty. They play the music. It's in pandemonium again. The place is coming unglued, Steve Brown.
I'm trying to tell you.
7 seconds later, they booing this nigga again.
Hey, RP, after this, God said I had enough and sent Katrina.
Dude. They tried to tear the theater up again. They stopped the show, and that was the end of the season, man. And Katrina came literally less than 6 days later.
In 3 days. It was 3. Yeah, about 3 days later.
Yeah.
Wait, so this happened before me because I went on I must have went on later on that night.
You was one of the last comedians of the season.
Shawty was the last comedian.
You was on another show. This happened a show before you.
Okay. I was there 2 days before the whole thing collapsed and started raining. So we was there when Rodney Winfield was there.
Rodney Winfield was not there.
No, just another theater.
Rodney Winfield, and he was sitting outside the theater, and they wouldn't let him in, and everybody was going outside.
That was Rodney Winfield was too old in. That was. I want to tell you before I go, I'm not leaving.
RP, can I say this? Can I say that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Another thing about comedy that people don't know, man, they did the laugh tracks. Meaning, RP, you can go up and have a killer ass set, and I can go up and bomb. And they would show my audience laughing their ass off on my set as if I real. You know, the laughter is contagious.
They had me on my own show. I sat in the audience one show.
nigga, I gave myself a standing on my show.
you lying, Rodney Perry. You a damn liar.
Dude, I promise I will never sit in the audience again from that moment. I sat in the audience and I was nigga laughing at everybody all season.
Yeah.
Dog, those were some good times though, man.
Hey, brothers, Talent and Pierre is sitting there going, where's the show at? Where's the show? I said, it's on live right now. Hey, these brothers is wanting to,
man.
You got him.
Hold on.
We need to do a show strictly on the memories, bro. strictly on memories. What? He said, where? YouTube.
Let me send this to
Called the old nigga show.
hilarious.
Yo,
we got so much history, man. Like nobody even knows how I ended up in LA.
Damn.
And it was Cat had a meeting with NBC, and he called me. He said, "Man, I got a meeting with NBC. I don't have anything to pitch to him." And I gave him the sitcom.
What year was it though?
Oh shit. Oh man, I was 38, 39. I was 39. So I'm 57 now. How many years ago is that?
A lot.
That public school
Yeah.
education.
Anyway, about 20 something, a little over 20 years ago. Anyway, I give him the sitcom. He pitched it to NBC. They buy it. That's why I ended up, because I was going to play his brother on the sitcom that he was going to do on NBC, and Ronaldo Ray was going to play our dad. But when NBC changed their mind about doing it, because they said they didn't think America was ready to see the black man in that positive light, and they could sell the Cosby Show. They didn't think they could sell it, and they made him do the Tracy Morgan Show. And that's how I
remember him doing Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, and so he went from top billing to a little bit part, and he hated it. And he and Tracy could not get along, dude. That shit was crazy.
Now, what year is this? Because was Cat gone?
No, he was. This was at the beginning. Right after the Money Mike shit. This was at the beginning, man.
Now, do you know the moment Cat blew up?
I thought it was the Money Mike thing.
No. Cat told me this himself. Cat went from Cat Williams to Money Mike, but he went from Money Mike to Cat Williams because of the BET Comedy Awards.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Y'all remember that? So Cat does. I was the warm-up guy for everything. So I'm the warm-up guy. Steve Harvey is the host. 2 comedians on the show. JB Smooth, who never bombs.
Never.
I can tell you.
Cat Williams. The only reason Cat's on the show is the year before BET wouldn't let him in. So they owed him. Fucking Talent just stepped in. So Talent, stay right there. So Cat first of all, JB is doing great, and then he had one joke that didn't go, and his motherfucking list started taking over. So nigga, you couldn't even understand him. Long story short, JB bombs. If Cat bombs, it's just a bad day for comedy. But Cat don't bomb. Cat, the set is on YouTube right now. Cat came out 6 minutes. He did the shit about Martin going to Martin's house and Martin having such a great house. He had the 2 bitches come out with him, sprinkling roses on the floor. The shit was unreal. 6 minutes. He said, Rod, in those 6 minutes, I went from Money Mike to Cat Williams. I went from 5,000 a night to 20,000 a night, and the rest is history.
Wow. Because I remember him being Cat in the Hat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And shout out to Cat Williams, man. I just left his house, man, about 4 or 5 days ago, man. He put me on his tour, gave me some little dates, couple dates on his tour, man. So you know what I'm saying?
That's
bro.
Love.
Yeah. I mean, he's always been generous, man. If you can get on that tour, that's a great tour, man. I toured with him a couple of days in the early days. Ladies and gentlemen, you can catch him on box seats later on today. He's a legend in his own right. Comic View and Def Jam. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tyler Harris in the building.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
AKA Teddy Pendergrass.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. You know what I'm talking about. Shut it down. Just shut it down.
Hey, yo, I heard a lot of lies on here. I had to come on.
Talent. It's the 30-year anniversary of Comic View, man. Talk to me about Comic View, man. Do you remember doing that show?
Oh, who don't remember Comic View? Everybody remember that. That was one of those things you can remember. Whether the reason it was good or bad is another story. But you never forgot when you did Comic View. You never said, I flew across the country, $150. Where they do that at?
Right.
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 A Comic View, I'm gonna tell you what stands out the most about Comic View is perseverance. Comic View ran so long. I remember when it first started running and getting the little legs under it, Def Jam Quiet as Kept had this invisible war against Comic View. Now, anybody that was a Def Jam comic in the early days know this to be true. It was on no piece of paper. You couldn't prove it. But you've had conversations with the upper echelon that said to your ass, if you do that shit, shit.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. Remember how the comedy clubs used to do us like that? If you do that club, you can't do my. So Def Jam, unwrittenly and Quiet as Kept, that was put in the air by the execs and the powers that be. So
Bob Sumner.
Every time Def Jam took a hiatus, us Def Jam comics, we ain't got no TV, right? We TV list for a year or two, and you like, ooh, but you watch fucking Comic View
every night. Comic going on every night. Yeah.
Right. Every night. So you sitting home like, shit. You know, us, we want to be on that as many stages as we can.
Hey, man.
That's why I've never outpriced myself as a comic, because the people who cost a lot, they sit home sometimes.
Yes.
And I can't take it. I can't take sitting the fuck home watching niggas work because I want 20,000.
Hey, Talent. Now that you mentioned Bob Sumner, every time I see this nigga, he always, hey, yo, man, you know we taping. I just seen him in the airport 3 days ago. Like, yo, man, you know we taping. I'm saying, what the fuck are you taping? Def Jam is gone. Every time every time I see this nigga, like, yo, what's up, Steve?
Steve, listen, the reason you didn't tape is because you didn't meet the criteria. I'm the one who discovered Martin and Joe Torre and everybody. I'm the one who discovered Chris Tucker. I've made stars all over the world.
Hey, hold on. Hey, RP, I swear to God, I was in the gym yesterday about to do some chest work. I'm about to do a fucking barbell press. I need a spot. This nigga stands over me. Hey man, you know we taping, right? God, what the fuck?
Yo,
this nigga nuts right here. I'm like, Bob, what the fuck are you doing? You know we taping.
Let me ask y'all this. On some business.
You're coming to New York.
Business tip about Comic View. Do you get any residuals from your Comic View performances?
No.
I don't get a quarter. I don't get it. Barbara Carlisle says she gets some residual. I'm like, from what?
Right. Hey, funny you say that. This just came in the mail. This is a Def Jam check.
Oh, somebody done killed somebody.
$8.40.
I get them Def Jam checks.
That's lunch.
Yeah. Well, you know why? The reason for that is, if you remember the class action lawsuit with all this retro money with the residuals, BT still flies under the radar of a subscription company.
Yes.
Because HBO is a subscription company, if you did that from the class action.
Who the hell got violence going on in the house? They fighting with that young wife.
Hold on. Stay focused. Hold on.
Ain't got them poodles.
Yo. So here goes.
He had an old wife that don't help him be sitting down somewhere.
I couldn't get it out. I was like,
hey man, look at me face though. Look at me. What am I to do?
Hold on.
couldn't get it out, yo.
That's all right, Rodney.
Hey, no, hear me out. So another thing that happened, the one thing they didn't steal from us is digital royalties. Digital royalties didn't exist when we did Comic View and Def Jam. But they're not playing Comic View nowhere. Comic View is not on Sirius, it's not on anywhere, and whoever owns it is not selling it.
And they got to sit on it because the first run that they give it on digital, we get that first run money.
That's gonna be some money, dude.
That's gonna be
yeah. I'm looking for RP. I'm looking forward to that. Run it.
Those of us that was showcased on it, man. Now that'll be huge, man. I need that money, man.
Run it.
Hey, hold on. Let me share a funny ass comedy story with Rodney Bingham. we doing Jimmy Fox Laugh-A-Palooza in Atlanta. Now, Rodney is staying with Tony Roberts. They roommates in the fucking hotel. So we get together. Let's go to the mall. This
nigga was staying with me.
Hold on. Whatever. Look, we go to the mall. This is pre-Fag Mall. We go to the regular Lenox Mall.
First of all, don't say Fag Mall.
Okay, my bad. Fruitcake.
Did that nigga say Fag Mall? Oh my god!
I talk about the So we in the food court eating, and Rodney's telling a story.
Rodney Bingham is
telling a story about beef and the comedy shit. He said, man, I don't know what's up with that motherfucker, man. Let me tell you something. Gonna talk about me, talk about Rodney Bingham ain't shit. Rodney Bingham ain't do this. Rodney Bingham ain't, but y'all swear to God, in real time without missing the beat, Tony Robbins' stupid ass said, yo, who's Rodney Bingham? Rodney said, me, Nick. I just stayed a weekend with this dude.
He don't even know who the fuck I am. This nigga been riding in the car with me and every goddamn thing.
I will never forget, B. Never.
Rodney, that's when you had the Corvette, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pulled up in the Corvette, but like, who is this nigga? But I guess Tony Robbins didn't get the message.
Yeah, that's funny. But back to what you're saying, Rodney, as far as the residuals, what people need to know is this. The only reason we get them in the class action in the first place is because they got caught, not just Def Jam, Showtime, everything on TV with comedians, they got caught skipping over an important part of booking us. You know, they were keeping what you would call a music publishing. So if JP get up there or Steve get up there, do they set, there's another monies in there because you did the jokes you wrote.
The digital royalty, yes.
They skipped over all of that and just gave you a performance check.
Right.
So as this thing is rolling, whoever wrote that material, that's money.
Right. But no, you signed it away though. You signed everything in perpetuity, but you didn't sign away digital royalties because nobody knew about that.
Yeah.
It wasn't around then.
It didn't exist.
I remember later on in BET that they pointed that part out in the contract. Like I remember when they said you don't have once you do this, you're releasing this material for BET to use or have or something like that. But
it didn't take digital because digital didn't exist.
Digital. I'm talking about from when we did like say when we did Apollo and we did Apollo Comedy Hour and Def Jam. When we started later on doing BET, I remember in BET's contract she would go and she would go the material you do don't we have the rights to do whatever we want with it, but they never did that. I remember Swan, what's her name? Talent something Swan, Susan Swan. Remember Swan?
Monica Swan.
Susan Swan. Was it Monica?
I think you're talking about Monica.
And she would book us for the Apollo and the Comedy Hour and all that. She never, I never had that part of the contract. You know what I'm saying? So, but once we got to the later part, I remember them.
Do y'all remember Ben Hill?
Yeah. You know who his daughter's married to, right?
His daughter. That's what I was about to say. His daughter's married to Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, RP. I got an interesting question. When do y'all think Comic View started going downhill?
Comic View changed. This when Comic View changed.
I'm gonna take my part too.
When we sat out in '98, to get more money, and Lester Berry hosted. That was a turning point. It kept going, but that's when it started going down.
You know when it started going down to me when they got another booking agent.
He froze
on Comic View, who had made a name for themselves. She was asking them for tapes. Like, I don't know you. Let me send me a tape. Like, tried to make them audition. So I guess comics, like the season comics, we didn't even tape. They just started throwing anybody on there, and it really went down. I think that's when some more was.
Is that Caliente? Oh, you talking about after that when it was here in Atlanta?
Yeah, it was awful.
I think it started going down when they did the best ofs, and they started going, and they everybody clumping in the same material.
I don't know about that, nigga. Let me tell you something. The best ofs got me booked, nigga.
Me too.
No. For you, it might have helped. I enjoyed Fruits of the Labor because we stayed in rotation. I actually met the girls who in LA. It was like two girls hanging out at the Comedy Store one night.
They edited your sets.
They was the one that edited them and kept you in rotation. They liked you. They kept you in rotation. So for us, that part was good. But JP's right. For the show quality, it started to go down with all the best of because it was oversaturated. I mean, it was overkill.
Spanking bag.
Yeah.
Hey man, but I can tell you this though. I think it kept me and RP in rotation. Just the commercials alone, and you know they show the commercials all day, every day. As a matter of fact, Comic View pretty much kept BET afloat. It really did.
It did.
Yeah. It was the hottest.
And they treated us like crap.
Hey, you know what? So what? Nigga, let me tell you something. That shit got me booked, nigga. When they edited Rodney Perry into a 6-minute block, and they showed me at the top of the hour that year when they did the best of. I worked from then to now.
Hey, you know Seinfeld went to bat for us. You do know that on Comic View. Seinfeld wrote a letter stating that you shouldn't be paying these guys, and I don't know if we should disclose what they was paying us at first.
It was $150.
150.
And Seinfeld went on.
Jay Leno went to bat too, didn't he?
Yeah, couple of big guys went to bat saying, "Yo, don't do that to them." You know what I'm saying? It was in the papers.
Oh wow.
No, I have a correction. When I did Comic View, it was $250.
You got $250? I never touched $250. I got, and this is what I found out later too. When the money changed, I got like 12, close to 1,500. Some people got 7.
Yeah.
Some people got different money. I thought everybody was getting the same.
You came in a star, so of course you got more money.
I got to hang out with Ricky Smiley.
Hey man, it's funny. I just got a text, man. It's Bob Sumner. He said, "Hey man, you know we taping." I'm like, "Yeah."
All right, real quick, we got to get ready to go, guys. Hey, Steve Brown, how many comic views? That nigga froze. Steve Brown. Bob Sumner just froze Steve. Hey, JP, how many comic views you do?
I know all. I did 5 comic views, 2 Apollo comedy hours, 3
Hey, JP,
Yeah.
we don't care about the rest of this shit. Okay.
Oh my hey, Rodney. I'm gonna tell Bob something not to put you on this taping.
Oh damn. hey, Spanky Hayes, how many comic views do you knock out?
I think 3. I remember one in LA. I remember one in Louisiana, and maybe 2, maybe just 2.
Wow.
Maybe 3 though. I can't remember.
Alan Harris, how many comic views you do?
Got to be about 5 or 6.
Yeah, I did like 6 or 7, maybe 8. Shit.
Yeah, I think I had to guess 6. You know how I do it. I ain't smart like y'all can remember dates and shit. I gotta go by outfits.
Right. Well, we couldn't do that with Spanky because 2 outfits is one performance.
Hey, that's the comic view, James. Hey,
I think I did 4.
You did 4. Dude.
Yeah, it was.
How all you niggas do more than me?
Bruce.
I know. I did like 7. I did Ricky twice. I did Jandy Brown like twice. I did some more. I think I might even did DC Curry.
I did
Ricky, Bruce. Arnez, when Arnez was refusing.
I did Bruce maybe 3 times. Remember Comic View in New Orleans?
Yeah. I did Cheryl Underwood.
When I did it.
I did Cheryl Underwood, New Orleans too.
Y'all not
I
gonna
know I
say,
did Atlanta, Miami, New Orleans. I know I did those 3 places.
y'all not gonna say pause behind all this?
He said I did 2.
No, we're not gonna say Paul. Hey guys,
New
thank
York
you so
niggas
much
say
for
Paul
coming
for
on.
everything.
Thank you to Steve Brown. His podcast is They Really Talk Like This. Thank you, Steve, for coming on. Spanky Hayes, how do we stay in touch, bro?
I'd rather niggas don't stay in touch. See me when you see me. Thug shit, 2022.
Oh shit, homie. Hey, JP Justice, how we stay in touch, bro?
My mama told us 212. Right here on the internet, man. JP Justice Lab, any social media platform, check me out. You know how we do.
Rodney Bigger, you got a comedy special coming out, man. How do we stay in touch?
Hey man, it's just Rodney Big. I'm on everything. And Spanky, get my number from RP, man. I want to holler at you.
No doubt. No doubt.
Hey, tell that nigga look your number up, nigga.
Yo, JP,
I'll get it from Tony Roberts.
All right. I need his number. Shit.
Steve Brown.
Yeah.
How do we stay in touch, bro?
Huh?
How do we stay in touch? Did you change t-shirts?
No, you changed.
No, I still got the same t-shirt.
He changed backgrounds. He changed backgrounds.
No, man. Something happened with my computer. It went out, dog. I don't know what happened.
Nigga, it froze. Bob Sunder froze your shit.
Yeah, he did. He did. I told him I wasn't taping, and he froze my shit.
And then Tina Graham put a spell on it.
Hey, Steve Brown. Hey, you got a podcast. Tell us about the podcast and how we feel, bro.
All right, so me and 3 other phenomenal comics, man, Lab Love, of course, Jack Thriller, and Marvin Hunter. We do this podcast. It's called the Yeah We Talk Like This podcast, man. I would love to have y'all on there. Of course, somebody owes me a show, but yeah, man. As a matter of fact, we're taping tonight, man. It's a great podcast. 4 comedy minds talking about any and everything, man. It's an awesome show, man. And y'all need to tune in. It's on YouTube, so it's a really tight show, bro.
I'm coming tonight too. Hey, Talon Harris, last but not least, thank you for popping in today. Oh man, so ridiculous, man.
Shut it down.
Man,
how do we find you, bro?
212-731.
What?
You know, you old school, your phone number become your email address.
He said 212.
At first, I thought he would give the Spank his number. Because Spank got to get in touch with you.
Hey, just talented comedian, man. Instagram, it's just comedy on Twitter. Holla at your boy.
Yo, hey, y'all. My name is Rodney Perry. You tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Man, such a jump through the comedy history. Man, we didn't even plan it, and it happened. Yo, so great.
Well, plan it next time and see if it happened better.
No, Spanky Hayes, motherfucking Steve Brown, Talon Harris, JP Justice Lab. My name is Rodney Perry. Hey, Candace, let's get out of here. That's our show for the day.
And we tape.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.